Hi everyone, we're going to start topic 1.2 today. This topic is about arithmetic sequences and series, how to use the formula for the nth term, and how to use the formula for the sum of the series. So, what is an arithmetic series? This series is a sequence of numbers which increases or decreases by a constant term. If you look at this series 1, 4, 7, and 10, look at the pattern of this series. The numbers are increasing by 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10, and so on, and keeps on going like that. Now, what if I ask you to find the 25th term of this series? You can easily find it by adding all the numbers, but it's going to take a lot of time. This is when we use this formula to find the nth term of the series. For example, you want to find the 5th term of this series. Actually, 5th term is kind of easy. Let's find the 10th term of the series. If you look at this, before I show you how to use this formula, let me tell you what these things mean, the symbols. So the first thing is U1. U1 means the first term of this series. In this case, for this series, the first term is 1. So I'm going to write U1 equals to 1. Next is N. N means the number of terms that you want to find. Number of terms. If you look at this series, this 1, the N equals to 1. This is the second term, that's why the N is 2. This is the third term, the N is 3. Fourth term, N is 4, and so on. The next thing that we need to know is this D. D means the common difference. You can see that for this series, the numbers are increasing by a constant term, right? That is your common difference. If you want to find the common difference of any series, what you do is you take any term and you subtract it by the previous term. If for this series, if you take any term, let's say you take 7. 7 minus 4 will give you 3. Then if you take 10, 10 minus 7, 7 is the previous term, it will also give you 3. So whenever the common difference is constant, that means the series is an arithmetic series. Now that we know how to use this formula, let's find the 10th term. So I'm going to use this straight away. U10 equals to, U10 means you want to find the 10th term. U1 is 1, so I'm just going to write 1 plus N in this case is 10. So it's going to be 10 minus 1 times D. D is your common difference. In this case, it's 3. So I'm going to write this equals to 1 plus. Remember, always do this first. So 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. I'm just going to write U10 equals to 28. Let me show you another example. Let me find the 20th term of this series. 20th equals to, I'm going to use the same thing. U1, still the first term is 1. So I'm just going to write 1 plus, instead of 10, I'm going to write 20 in this case. Minus 1 times 3. 1 is just 1. 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 times 3 is 57. So the 20th term is going to be 58. This is how we use the formula for the nth term. Sometimes in the question, they will just ask you to find the nth term, like without giving you a specific number. In this case, what you have to do is you will just use U of n equals to, you will substitute all the numbers except n. U1 for this series is going to be 1 plus n I don't know, so I will just leave it like that because the question is you have to find the nth term. The common difference is 3, that equals to 1 plus 3n minus 3. This will give me 3n minus 2. So this is the nth term of this series. From the nth term, you can also find any term. You just need to substitute what term you want to find. For example, you want to find the 10th term, just substitute n equals to 10. You will get 3 times 10 minus 2. 30 minus 2 is 28, which is the same thing as this. If you want to find the 20th term by using this, you can also do that by substituting 3 times 20, which is 60, minus 2. That will give you 58, which is also the same thing as this one. So sometimes it also helps you if you want to, if you find the nth term before, and then you can find any term by using this thing straight away. Let's look at how to use the formula for the sum. Let me put a number. Okay, S of n equals to n over 2. N is the number of terms, times 2 times u1. u1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, and d is the common difference. Let me use this formula to find the sum of this term. From this series, I already know my u1 equals to 1 and my common difference equals to 3. I'm just going to, let's say I want to find the sum of the first 6 terms. So I'm going to write S of 6 equals to, n is our 6, so 6 over 2 in the bracket, 2 times u1 plus n minus 1. N is 6 minus 1 times the common difference, which is 3. This equals to 6 over 2 is 3. Then in the bracket I will have 2 plus 5 times 3, which is 15. 3 times 15 plus 2, always add the numbers inside the bracket first, so it's going to give you 17. 3 times 17 will give you 51. This is how we find the sum of the series. Now, what is the difference between S of 6 and U of 6? If I ask you to find the S of 6, that means I want you to find the sum of the first 6 terms. So you add all the numbers u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus u4 and so on until u6. But u6 means it's just that term. So students get confused sometimes. Don't be confused. Just think like, for example, this one, u of 4, the fourth term is 10. But if I ask you to find S of 4, you need to add all these numbers, 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10, to get the sum. This is the difference between term and the sums of the series. Okay, now let's look at the last formula. We use this formula for cases, for series where you have the first term, second term, and maybe third term, it doesn't matter, and if you have the last term, because n is the number of terms, u1 is the first term, and un is the last term. Let's look at a different example now. I'm just going to write the formula here again because it's, I don't want to scroll up. Okay, let's see. Let's look at a different example. I have 3, 7, 11, 15, 99. Let's say I want to find the sum of this series. You can see that I don't have a plus sign here, or I don't have a dot dot. So that means this is my last term. My u1 is 3. My u of n is 99. I can just use this straight away to find the sum of the series. S of n equals to, but there is a problem. I don't know what the n is. How many terms are there in the series? I know my first term, which is 3. I know my last term, which is 99, but I don't know n. So for questions like this, you need to find the n for this term. If you find the n for this term, it means you will know how many terms you have in the series. That's so let me find it first. u1 equals to, I'm just going to use the formula for to find the term. u1 equals to u of 1 plus n minus 1 times d. In this case, 99 equals to, u1 is 3, which is the first term of this series. Then I have 99. Actually, I don't know what the n is, I'm sorry. I need to find this n. Minus 1 times the common difference. What is the common difference of this series? Take any term and subtract it from the first one, from the previous term. So the common difference equals to 11 minus 7, which will give me 4. That means my common difference is 4, and I'm going to substitute this here straight away. 99 equals to 3 plus, remember this 4 you need to multiply with these two things, not with 3. This will give me 4n minus 4. 99 equals to 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus 4n. I'm going to move this 1 to this side. I will have 99 plus 1. It will give me equals to 4n. I will have 100 equals to 4n. 100 divided by 4 will give you 25. My n is 25 in this case. Now that I know the number of terms in this series, it means I have 25 terms in this series. I can just substitute this here straight away. This equals to 25 over 2. First term is 3, last term is 99. Let me add this first. 3 plus 99, that's 102 times 25 divided by 2. It will give me 1275. The sum of this series, the total sum of this series is 1275. That's all for arithmetic series.